is why we are here in your faces to give you guys all the updates as it concerns Afrobeat and the guys who makes the beats. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you guys do best. We love you guys so much. We appreciate you. And this is all saying we would not take you guys for granted. My name is Daki, like I said. Welcome again to Gospel Life News. Apparently, Burna Boy is back in the country, and this time he always comes back to link up with his friends like Ramajago, Pokoli, and others to make sure he has a swell time in the country. He has been on tours, and back in the country could just be a space to say, let me come home and rest. Maybe going back home towards the end of the year or something, or maybe it's next year, but we know he has tours and he has a lot to catch up. Anyways, like I said, let us see what the news look like. We'll begin today's news with no other person than the one that calls himself Burna Boy. We saw Burna Boy so far for the Spotify stream update. We have songs like Sickle Down with Jails have surpassed 30 million streams. At the same time, Wild Dream with Khalid have just surpassed 29 million streams. And also Sitting on Top of the World with 21 Savage have also surpassed 19 million streams. Different Sides with Victoni of the Love Damini album have also surpassed 18 million streams. Odogu have just surpassed 14 million streams. Waiting the Soap have surpassed 12 million streams, and then On From have just surpassed 8 million streams. Burna Boy, if you can imagine, if you have a list song of 8 million streams, that might just be somebody out there struggling his highest or his most streamed song ever. Big one to Burna Boy for making all other artists know that we all can do it together. Moving on, we saw City Boy has spent his 13th week on the France official singles chart, and he currently sits today at number 102. I told them also the album have spent 13 weeks on the official album chart, and then the album sits today at number 150. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy Real Life, which features Stormzy, have surpassed 65 million streams on Spotify. That's an amazing one. And like I said earlier, Burna Boy is back in the country, and then we saw all the old glamorous event that we came back, we guys welcome him and all of that. Burna Boy is one person that we know he has a lot in Nigeria from his vehicles, his fleet of cars, and he's always looking forward to being in them whenever he's got different colors of cars, from red to purple to white. He's just that guy that loves colors when it comes to his machines, because his vehicles basically. We saw, like I said, he's in the country, and then we saw where he actually straight up went on a road drive. Basically, like I said, he missed his toys and he came back home and strictly went on a road tour with his cars. And obviously, his friends, Manu was with him, and then you could see the entourage that was behind Burna Boy whenever he's in the country with his open road vehicles. We saw Burna Boy also listening to Odumodu verse on Shallipopi's song, which he called Cast at the time, and you could see Burna Boy just shaking his head, and at a point he was shocked, like, what did you just say there? But then he's Burna Boy, and then if he endorses your song, if he vibes to your song, if he gives your song just a nod of his head, that song has tendency to become a very big smash at the time, because these guys, Burna Boy, Davido, Whiskey, if they endorse your song, you are sure that your song would blow up because of what they've done in the game, in the industry, and what they've done for Afrobeats themselves. Moving on, we saw just before the day wraps up yesterday night, we saw him and Ramajago in the streets of Lagos having fun with their vehicles, with their machines, their Ferraris, and we saw where they had to go on a road race. Basically, Ramajago and Burna Boy embarked on a race for this is one thing where you have your fleet of guys who are rich, and then you could just know that, okay, we could just have like what the rich guys do, you race and all of that. We saw him and Ramajago doing that. And at the point, Ramajago kicked off and paced him at the point, and then we saw reports having that he waited for him, but regardless, Burna Boy came back and he actually overtook him, and it was fun to see that these two guys just have fun with themselves and they know what to do with their money when they want to have fun. The last time I was in the country, we saw Burna Boy shutting down a club to actually go there to club him and his friends, no external parties. This time, what will Burna Boy do? How long will he stay? What is he here for? All of these questions were sure that in coming days, Burna Boy himself will give us response. Maybe not with words, but his action will speaks why he is in the country. Moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. We saw today the Billboard Day, and sensational with Davido and Lojay made a debut at number 48 on this week Billboard R&B Hip Hop Airplay charts. At the same time, we saw yesterday makes it exactly 1 year his uncle Ademola Adeleke was sworn into office as the governor or the executive governor of Osun State. And Davido came out to say, "One strong year in office, proud of His Excellency at Ademola Adeleke. We love you." Basically, for the past 1 year, he has been amazing in office, doing good for himself, making sure he implements policies and he gives policies and implement policies that will be in tune with the people or with the good people of Osun State. Moving on, we saw Davido and Morravey linking up, and this time coming out with dance to the song they have together. Trust me, and amazing. Davido is just guy that if he loves your song, and then the fact that he loved this one, and then she's an artist under him, and also he also was on the song, is enough push that Davido would need to make sure the song goes everywhere. There's a challenge for the song already, about 5 million up for grabs, and at the same time, Davido was seen alongside Morravey dancing to the song and furthering pushing the song to a wilder. Moving on, we saw Davido coming out to wish his uncle a one strong year in office. Exactly this yesterday, 1 year ago, we saw His Excellency Ademola Adeleke was sworn in as the executive governor of Osun State, and amidst the whole back and forth, Davido was instrumental to making sure that this guy or his uncle was in office. And as at this time, we saw Davido and Choma making their first appearance after they lost their son. Coming out again 1 year after to say, "One strong year in office, proud of you, His Excellency at Ademola Adeleke. We love you." He has been, trust me, one of the person who have been doing good in office, making sure he makes laws and implement laws that will be in good tune to the good people of Osun State. Once again, we say congratulations to His Excellency for a good 1 year in office. 3 more years to go. Let us see what he will do in the States. Moving on, we saw Davido and Morravey linking up, this time endorsing their song they have together. Recall that Morravey is an artist signed under the DMW 2.0, and Davido is going all out for this person for his artist. At the point, making sure there's a challenge for her, going to the sum of 5 million naira for whoever can recreate the song she did at the time after she dropped her EP. This time, Davido was singing with Morravey, singing the song that together back to back, and all of this stuff are what will make your song go viral. Like I said, Burna Boy, Davido, and Wizkid are big elements in the game, and they have all tendency to push your song to the next level. Congrats to her, and obviously, as we speak, her song is doing good numbers on Apple Music charts and all of that. So it just shows that she is heading in the right direction. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. We saw Asake has earned over 48 million on-demand stream in Nigeria since its release, and by that number, it became eligible for 3 platinum certifications in Nigeria. At the same time, we saw for the YouTube top artist for the week, we saw Asake leading the pack with about 1.1 million views, and Mobad comes at number 2 with 939,000 views. Burna Boy comes at 3 with 853,000. Davido comes at 4 with 831,000. Shallipopi comes at 5 with 743,000. Kistania was 6 with 719,000. Rema at 7 with 630,000. Omale as 8 at 9 with 596,000. Odumodu Black comes through as 10 with 533,000. I forgot to mention Nathan Ebasi comes through as 7 with 655,000. Moving on, we saw Lonely at the top at the time as has been voted as the song of the week for Boomplay, and that's an amazing one. Trust me, the one he had with R at the time when the song came out, it was not doing good numbers, and then people had reports saying maybe it was not playlisted and all of that. But apparently, after that, we saw where the song was picking up, and as of today, he's already doing good number on Boomplay, making it become the song of the week for a DSP Boomplay. That's an amazing one. We all know that Asake as plays direct the game when it comes to audio mark and maybe Boomplay, but this time he's forging establishing his mark on Boomplay by having a song with HER become the song of the week. Congrats to him for that one. At the same time, also Asake coming out to announce that he would be in Abuja, talking about December 15th at the Arrow Park in Abuja. He's going to be there with Asake live in Abuja. Last year, it was in Lagos, where people came out crying, saying the price of his tickets were too expensive. But this time, he's taking the trades to Abuja. Lagos is still seeming dry because as of today, we have just very few events taking place in Lagos, which really is not normal. But then Asake have said, okay, I'm doing my own show, but this time I'm taking it to my guys in Abuja so they can have to see or witness what Asake live in concert would actually look like. And moving on, we saw Asake and HER at the time have now become the cover of We Everywhere on Spotify, and that's a massive one. We Afrobeats artists are becoming landmarks when it comes to all these DSPs, covers and all of that. Davido, Burna Boy, Whiskey, Daresta, at some point I've covered for Apple Music and Spotify. This time, Asake is taking it over on Spotify, and it's a big one and big improvement towards him and his career at the time. Moving on, we have Shallipopi as the last guy on the news. We saw Shallipopi coming through to give us an update on what his music looked like, and then he's saying, cooking rice, too much onions, that's why I did red. So basically, he had a post in the studio where he was saying making a song that looked like a December anthem for what his fans would love. And basically, he just dropped his album some weeks ago, and is trying to follow up that with an amazing single. And this is coming after Odumodu Black, which just dropped an album. I've announced that I am coming through with a deluxe. And as it stands today, both artists, Odumodu and Shallipopi, are strong contender for the next rated artist for the coming year. And so what it takes is you have to make sure you are a step ahead to make sure you clinch that one. And Shallipopi is not relenting. After seeing what Odumodu has done, he is coming forth again with what he calls and the December anthem, and then he said it's cooking. And in coming days, we could just see something from Shallipopi that will take over the country on the storm. At the same time, we saw Shallipopi moves from number 11. So last week, he sits at number 11. And this week, he has skyrocketed to number 1. On this week, official artist top 100 in Nigeria. We saw where the rise it's emerged about 10 points upward to get to number 1 from number 11. It just shows that we love this guy in the country. And recall that it was the same week Whiskey endorsed him. Last week, rather, Whiskey endorsed him as someone he loved. And all of these indices are what could have pushed him to become the number 1 artist for the week in Nigeria. As of today, the figure stands like Shallipopi number 1. For last week, it was number 11, but this week he sits at number 1. We have Odumodu Black at number 2. It was number 1 last week, but then dropped number 2 this week. Asake number 3. Burna Boy sits at number 4. Omale as number 5. Rema as number 6. Benson as number 7. Mobad as number 8. Davido as number 9. Sheyi Vibes as number 10. Aresta 11. Black Bones 12. And Chris Daniel 13. And missed all other amazing guys. And finally, on Shallipopi, we saw where he announced his homecoming in Benin. And then he's saying, I have told the world I'm in Russia today. I've been to the O2. I've been to different parts of the world. But I want to end the year with my family in Benin City. So if you're in Benin, they call that one Shallipopi Homecoming Concert. It's happening live in Benin on 29th day of December for the year 2023. And it's going to be an amazing one. It just shows that he has gone everywhere in the world, but he has not forgotten where he's coming from. And then he has tickets going by his lyrics of his song. So Eviande is about 2 million naira. Things on Things about 1 million naira. Elon Musk Boys with 15,000 naira. Then Pluto View with 50,000 naira. So basically, if you want to be an Evian boy, you pay 2 million. Things on Things 1 million. So you choose your category and make sure you actually witness Shallipopi in Benin City, happening on 29th day of December for the year 2023. My name is Daki, guys. We'll catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys, And remember, you have to be very, very careful. I love you.